I want to hear your thoughts on a new gadget designed to help teachers apply sun cream to kids without touching them. Solar Buddies is the name of the product, and it can be bought online for £7. It's a plastic gadget which you fill in with your sun cream of your choice, and you attach the sponge, and they can be used to apply cream to a child. It means that teachers can rub in sunblock without any skin contact with pupils. Well, the product was designed by mums Kelly Asplant and Laura Griffin, so parents can make sure their little ones are protected from the sun in schools where teachers are not allowed to apply sun cream. Why can't teachers apply sun cream with their hands? Well, government advice says schools should not have no-touch policies, but lots of schools forbid teachers from touching pupils, even to comfort them or to protect them from complaints of physical or sexual abuse. And why? When you look at the number of teachers who faced allegations, you can understand the concern. A study of the Teaching Union, the Association of Teachers and Lecturers, found that 28% of teachers and staff have been victims of false allegations from pupils, and 17% had faced allegations made by a member of the child's family. But readers of the Mail Online aren't impressed. It's so incredibly sad we've had to resort to this, says one comment. Others called it PC gone mad. Now, is the gadget fueling paranoia about potential child abuse and eroding parents' trust in teachers? Or is it a vital tool for teachers to protect themselves? Mark, what do you think?
It's sad, isn't it, that it's come to that we're not going to let other people touch our kids because we're in fear of something weird going on. So that's really, really sad in itself. But what's really important is if it's on a hot day, your kid's got sun cream on. Mm-hmm. So if the only way to do that is to use this thing, well, great. Good on them for inventing it, because you've got to get sun cream on your kids, because you don't want to be burning your kids. So it's sad, but it's just the world we live in, and hooray for this product. And then so, because teachers tend to be caring and sharing folk.
Yeah.
And they don't want to watch their kids burn to a crisp. They also don't want to get in the stripe. So, get the gizmo out, get that on.
Yeah, I completely echo the idea that it is just quite heartbreaking, you know. There are so many tactile people in the world, myself included. Naturally, I've had to learn this, you know, doing CBBC series. I do touch people, I do touch kids, and, you know, we're all completely CRB checked, rightly so. But you do still panic because you don't know what could possibly be said, how they can interpret it. But, you know, what a crying shame that this is the world that we now appear to live in.
We live in this world because, of course, for many decades, as we're seeing now with various establishment figures and various entertainers, that children's concerns weren't taken seriously for long periods of time. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, because it means that everyone can be safe and confident in the environment. It doesn't mean necessarily... And I think the worst thing about all of this is a young person who would make a false allegation against a teacher, thus betraying all of those victims who have genuinely been abused.
And we've got to mention that it is, let's be pragmatic and realistic about this. The gadget itself is actually a good idea, you know. It's something that kids can actually use themselves to put on sun cream. It's difficult to get sun cream on and get it on properly. So for the application of sun cream, the gadget's fantastic. I think what the media have probably done, how it's spun a little bit out of control, is it's raised that question of you know, contact with children, and also what kind of a world are we looking at where children are growing up to that sort of the idea that somebody who's not a relative, well, that opens a whole load of can of worms, but somebody who touches you, that should be treated with a bit of suspicion.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a terrible.
Do you want to live in a society where we can no longer touch one another? Because I don't. You know, I know there are so many things to take into consideration, but I like hugging people, I like congratulating people, I like touching, you know, people and saying well done. I just, you know, I do find this very, very depressing.
Now, we've got a call, and I believe we've got the people who actually created this device, so it'd be handy we can speak to them directly. Storm?
Absolutely, we've got Laura in line 1.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Hi. So you came up with the idea of the Solar Buddy?
Yeah.
Now, did you create it just as a useful tool for applying sun cream, or did you have any idea that it would now find itself a talking subject of how teachers use it, and is it being used so that teachers don't touch kids? Did that ever cross your mind that that's where it was going to get to?
No, it didn't. We actually designed it so that children could apply the sunscreen themselves whilst in school. We didn't actually design it for the purpose of the teachers because after doing a lot of research, we found that teachers would not have time to apply sunscreen to 30 plus pupils in a break time or in a lunch time. So we thought, why not develop something small enough for little hands to use? And that's when we came up with the Solar Buddy.
And that said, how do you feel that now it's sort of it's found its way to schools? And let's be honest about it. Teachers are liking your invention because it may help protect themselves against false accusations.
It does, yeah. It safeguards the teachers as well. I mean, the teachers can actually use it if they want to help a child that isn't able to use it themselves. With user testing, we've actually found that children as young as nursery age can use it. But if it safeguards the teachers as well as the children, then that's fantastic. But it wasn't in the forefront of our minds to do that. We never thought that it would actually go down this discussion route. As long as the children can use it, okay, and they safeguard themselves, then that's what was at the forefront of our minds.
Okay. Well, Laura, thanks for calling in, and good luck with the product. Storm, I believe we've got another call.
Well, just to give her another opinion, we've got Kerry on line 2.
So, Kerry, you're a teacher, I believe. What do you think of the Solar Buddy? Are you in favour?
I'm absolutely not against that at all, but I am completely against teachers not being able to help, certainly primary school children, being able to put their sun cream on. Certainly if they haven't got one of these gadgets, and I'm talking from experience of Sports Day this summer when we were at the height of the hottest period we've had this year, and we had I was working in a school, primary school, with a class, and we had a Sports Day afternoon, and the children were only allowed to use their own sun cream. I actually took my own bottle of sun cream as well, in case any of them had forgotten it. I wasn't aware, because I'm actually a supply teacher, I wasn't aware that in that school they had it.
Kerry, I'm really sorry, but we're out of time, but thank you very much for calling in. I take your point of view about being a shame that teachers can't touch students. But listen, that's all the time we've got. We've got to go, I'm afraid. Nihal, it's been great to see you again.